2 blockers per team. There's still 1 jammer each per team, but only 2 blockers. And we've got Itsy Bitsy Slayer for Team Black and Shakespeare for White. And you'll notice also that there's no lead, so basically every jam is going to be 1 minute long, there's no lead, and they only get 1 point per pass. So it's slightly modified, but it's still really fun. I've played this version before, and it is fun, and it's fun to play with a smaller team because it's a little bit less intense. But Itsy coming around, having completed the scoring pass. And Shakespeare passes to.
We have some new volunteers working some of these positions, so let's have some very warm support of their fledgling efforts. So in an effort to keep this as reproducible as possible, we're doing some modified short track rules. So it's not entirely the same as short track roller derby, but it makes it possible for them to play with smaller teams. You'll see that there's no penalty box. So if the skaters are issued a penalty, they will yield, which means they will just take a second to make sure that they're not gaining advantage from whatever it is, whatever offense they committed, and then get back into the game.
Maybe having 2 mics for that.
I think 2 mics is a bad idea. I think now we're going to knock on the top so that we don't have the first time. So you'll notice that the track is slightly narrower too, so that those 2 blockers are not having to cover as much lateral space in order to stop those jammers from getting through. Shakespeare with the star for White.
And we just saw a yield there. That's an example from Vomit Comet.
Or maybe it wasn't. A pass by Vomit Comet for 1. And you notice this game can move pretty darn quickly. You know, a lot of these junior roller derby skaters haven't been skating for very long. Our junior program came back online about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So they really are just starting out. And as they reach adulthood, they'll put us out to pasture.
Yeah, they're coming for us. They will beat us up.
We do have a few skaters on our adult team that used to be junior roller skaters. It's easy to pick them out because they skate as if they were born with wheels on their feet. So a lot of these skaters also skating in their first game as level 2 skaters just in the last week. meeting the minimum requirements of skill to be able to skate at this level. So let's give them all a hand for reaching that level of skating. Their coaches doing an amazing job of getting them skill ready for this level of play. And the rest skating, some of them skating in only their second game ever as a level 2 skater. So pretty exciting times at E-Ville Roller Derby Juniors.
And we start our juniors at age of 8, so if you have any 8-year-olds or older in your life, bring them to roller derby. Look how fun it is. Don't they look like they're having so much fun? Woo! That'll be the end of the day.
You also notice it takes fewer officials to run a short track game. So short track was born out of sort of a necessity. We struggle, obviously, with venues, finding spaces that are big enough to host games or even practices sometimes, as well as sometimes in some communities there's a shortage of skaters and a shortage of officials. So this allowed roller derby to continue and people to be able to remain in sport in communities that were maybe not as thriving in roller derby, and so this was born, which makes it awesome so that we can have scrimmage opportunities at practice with much fewer skaters and officials. Notice that there's a lot of the same things happening on this track, basically getting in the way of that person with a star on their head. Whenever we don't know what to do on the track, we just look for that person with a star on their head and get in the way. And another yield there, and they're going to keep going.
Look at those blockers getting together and stopping that giant from getting through. Yeah, that's right.
The quote today on 11 to 14 right now. We've got a timeout right now. It's a show time now. A chance for the refs and NSOs to
Clear some things up.
And that rolling whistle was perfect. Was excellent. No judgment. And that signals the end of the official timeout. The next whistle will start the jam. And the jam is on. And those white blockers reforming at the front, taking another chance at blocking that last jammer. White jammer up in front, coming around to score for a pass.
You'll notice there's no pivot here, so no straight tail and cover, and it kind of, short track is just kind of a much simpler version of roller derby.
My worst nightmare, really. Jamming forever and not having somebody to pass to.
It's 1 minute per jam, but still, that's
They're machine, long time. They're machine.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're young.
Nice to pull back from Mark on it.
They're like candy powder or something, these kids.
Yeah. It's like Honey Boo Boo that has like energy drinks.
That's right.
Oh, skaters it over?
They had
They had on your second one.
maple syrup on their waffles this morning and then chased it with some rockets. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. The flowing locks of Itsy Slayer coming around the top is jammer for black. And looking, if you'll notice, looking to chase their blockers through. We call that the friendly side. So if you're a jammer and you're wanting to get through the attack, sometimes you aim for your own blockers in hopes that they will forge a path for you.
Yeah, look for your friends, treat them as a bit of a shopping cart or a
bulldozer, a battering ram, a snowplow.
Ooh, topical.
Fitting for today. You know what I'm noticing is that through watching these skaters and giving them as many opportunities as possible to scrimmage, you're really seeing their derby savvy meter going up. Their derby intelligence is getting quite outstanding.
Yeah, it's awesome to see them grow. You must nurture the younger generation so that they grow into the older generation. Like us.
Stefanki, did you notice that little jammer on jammer action there at the line?
I love that.
That was a little bump. That was some aggression from Itsy Bitsy Slayer to take you out.
Is he being aggressive?
Oh, never.
I wonder where she gets it from.
No idea. We've actually stolen Itzy's job right now because Itzy's quite the announcer as well. She is.
Yeah.
We want it. Alright, those black blockers really stay together. And that's what it's about in all levels of derby. Stay with your friends and make sure that you're creating a unified front.
A wall with you.
I sound like a general. Military. When did they introduce the ball into this game?
That's in the second half.
Okay.
And then in the last 5 minutes of the game, we also take away penalties, so you can do whatever you want.
Right. I also heard that at some point the referees start using javelins.
I think the last jam is always off the skates.
wonder if they're through that big path coming around the track. And you see right there on the track that Derby is for us. I wonder if we're sneaking past. Again, still a really close game here at 20-24. That's the great thing about short track too, because nobody can decide to take advantage of fall off. And the scores can be incredibly close.
Just keep going, keep getting points, and keep getting points. That's the nice thing about scrimmages too, is that they tend to be like very equally matched teams, so it's always a really close game.
Yeah, that's something to note, that these teams have been selected based on their skill level, and so that we can end up with a really nice close game and people being challenged.
And the lower skill players play with the higher skill players, learning lots, getting a chance to improve. It's awesome.
The Buckies have turned on their Valley Girl switch.
Link to
Okay, can we put those we got some outstanding merchandise over there, handmade, beautifully crafted, and some incredibly interesting derby-oriented things out there. I don't know if you guys got a chance to have a look, but I've been shown that there are 3 handcrafted, I think they're rabbits, are they rabbits? Roller derby rabbits, or roller derby, that somebody handcrafted. They're rabbits. Yeah, and there's one in each of the adult team colors. There's a purple one, yellow one, and a green one. So get your hands on those. You know, if any of the vendors, while we're over here, want to safely bring any of their featured products over here to the announcers booth, we'd be happy to talk about them. And don't forget that at the door where you came in, you can get yourself a Derby Scavenger Hunt card so that you can play along. They're $5 each. We're raising funds for MC Hammer, who by the way, was a junior roller derby skater.
Maybe there's some future Team Canada players among us here today.
I'm certain of it. I think MC was about 12 when they began playing. I'm guessing maybe younger. They started the same year as me, and now we're teammates. Bizarre, man. I don't know about you, Stephanie, did you watch the last junior short track we had here?
Yes.
This is a much faster and more exciting game.
Yes, I think it's because a bunch of them have moved up from level 1.
Okay, yeah, this is really exciting. There's, they come ahead and leap them down with these kids. So it's also a great learning experience for the skaters. So often you'll see the refs talking to them and explaining some of the stuff that's happening. When they reach level 3, junior roller derby, they are basically playing the exact same rule set as the adults. And so this is a great chance for them to sort of slowly ratchet up to that level and have a lot of learning under their belt before they get there. And Shakespeare out in front, followed very closely by a CBC player. What's cool about short track is there's just no guarantee that being first out is going to give you the advantage.
It's really anyone's game at any point. It's stressful. The strategy's a lot different.
The physicality of these skaters is outstanding. Again, if you have any young folks in your life that are looking for a place to stretch their athletic muscles,
Make friends, grow as human beings, learn teamwork, determination, determination.
leadership, we're basically 4-H, but on wheels and we hit each other.
Wow, yeah. But on the radio they said that roller derby is like speed skating mixed with rugby, so also that.
The only difference between 4-H and roller derby is there's no cows. We're down to the last minute in this period, 15 seconds in this jam, so we'll have one more jam before the end of this period. And you'll see that the dead lights have sort of taken away a little bit here, 28 to 39. So into this game. Okay, yeah, I think that roller derby, I think 10 to hockey, and I remember how many times did I see roller derby? It's an addiction. Wait, why are you skating backwards?
1, 2, 3, 5, 5.
Very nice job there.
Okay.
So the jammer is allowed to go outside of the engagement zone, which is the 20 feet in front and behind the pack, because they are not hampered by that rule. So by taking that jammer out, that jammer has to re-enter the pack behind the black jammer.
Oh, effect
And the common thing is learned behavior, and we may be guilty of teaching them that.
But also just to note is that the other jammer also has to wait, so you can just wait for the jammer to get bored of waiting for you.
Sneaky. Well, that was an exciting last jam of the period. Thanks for entertaining us, young people.
Indeed. While we wait for this intermission, there are many things that you can do to spend some time here. We've got a concession, we've got hot dogs and chili.
It's a really big ring, but make sure And Itsy Slayer breaks through that pass for 1 point.
Normally move the camera around because it's a short track, like it's
Wonder still working. That was a 1 point down, folks. They were really locking down those jammers.
The Castlegar people go to my brother for physio.
First year back,
a physio clinic in Castlegar, like Kirby. I'm like, that's my brother.
That's fun.
So I'm texting going, oh,
Just as a reminder,
just wait till Switchfoot gets out there. We're gonna send some people your way, man.
At 4 p.m. to have your home team E-Ville Roller Derby against the Jazz City Rollers. So yeah, very good
That's
game.
tiny.
You know, Wonder Ripper, there's actually two.
Got Shakespeare right up to the front of the line right away.
We have two little ones. They both very cute. So great. Well, everyone's so kind. Everyone's
Just kind of two ways to the pass of the jammer. You're either sneaky or you're pushed.
I love to see that. It's so nice.
We're seeing a bit of both.
Out there have leveled out.
And that's what's beautiful about roller derby, that every body has strategic differences that make, you know, it beneficial.
Yeah.
It takes all kinds.
Exactly.
I figure out when my kid left my bag of clothes though, so I can start yeah, I just want this one. Oh, that's not good. I just want to make sure.
Had a bit of a duck down there for E-Ville Slayer.
Yeah, I've got turtles that like even the 3D printer moment.
The body shape is beneficial. Keep doing it through there. I'm not seeing that there.
Like, you know.
I don't know where my kid
Oh
left
yeah,
her clothes.
good luck.
Yielding there, atoning for their crimes.
I want to yield because it's like jazz hands right in the middle of the game.
It's a little sloppy.
I wish we could yield in our game.
That would be so helpful instead of having to go to the box and sit for 30 seconds and question why you all this hurt.
Yeah. Maybe like a 30-second dance break would be fun.
Ooh,
That's
that's a good idea.
maybe we could just do that. We can dance in the penalty box, right?
Yeah. Oh, wasn't it? Actually, that was big attempt at an apex jump. Didn't quite make it.
Score 38-49. The blocking Dark leading that down 4-3. Still anybody's game.
Big time.
Stefanki just said big time. You know it's serious when Stefanki says big time.
Big time. I've got the jammers right next to each other. A bit of a race going on here. You can see Black trying to do some offense there, trying to split up the white blockers. The thing about level 2 derbies that you're not allowed to do big hits, so you really have to be dialed in on your technique, which is actually a really good way to improve at roller derby. Because you can't just rely on big hits, you have to be standing really good with your teammates.
This is frightening me as you're talking about it because these kids are going to have sort of a unique, intense, hot house experience at roller derby, and they're aging up soon.
Yep.
I think there's 2 or 3 stadiums here within a couple of years of aging up, at which point I'll be Well, let's be honest, I'll be using a walker by then.
That's just an extra 4 wheels for the.
Yeah, that's how I'll spin it. Yeah. Get it? Did it?
Yeah.
I love it when these kids just step over the other skater. It's like they're nothing. Like they're giants. And the blockers are teeny tiny mice. Back there. It's a pretty even generator too, with tomboyers and moment cries blasting around the track.
Oh, not quite. That vomit card is always trying big moves. I have to support them for that. Yeah, another new compact single card. Not a good end of that jam. We'll take a second here to thank also the parents who ferry their children to and from Derby every single week. Shout out to you guys. We cannot do it without you. Speaking as a former child.
That would be all of us.
Parents mean a lot, and my mom is waving and nodding from the front. It's a hard job, and it is very appreciated, even though it may not feel like it now.
Ex-cheerleader, theater kid.
Yep.
Yep. I'm waiting for some statistical confirmation, but I think but like I was saying earlier, there's a big age range of juniors out here. I think the youngest is around the age of 8. And we've got some people playing today that are, I think, close to the age of 16, if not already 16. So we're, like I said, soon to be annihilated by these youngsters. Same with the adult sport, we've got everything from, I think on our team, the youngest skater is 19, the oldest are 52. So, there's actually a couple of skaters that are 52. Kudos to them.
And they're literally the best.
Literally the best. So if you think, if you're watching this, and you think, hey, I could do this, even as an adult,
Yes, you can.
you sure can.
And you should.
We have, and our practices are at exactly the same time as the junior practices, so if you're driving there anyway, why not strap on 4 wheels on each foot and give it a whirl?
It'll be fun. I promise.
We have actually a parent of a junior skater just went through our rookie program. Woo! I just had confirmation we've got 2 skaters that are 9 years old. Wonder Whipper and Dead Slammers. And then like that, and Future are 16. So that's the age range here. They're literally twice their age. And yet they can play together. That's what's amazing about this sport.
And you get to learn from like the, have positive role models, learn from the older kids.
You know what I heard about you?
What?
I heard that chili is really good at the
You
concession.
know what's so funny is I was literally just thinking about how I can't wait to buy chili.
I'm not sure, I'm playing with you later, I'm not sure I want you to consume high amounts of high octane food.
Don't you want me to? We're playing together. High octane. You need to live in a fart?
Let's keep it clean. I bet that though. What else is at the concession?
There's lots of candy and juice and Gatorade. I think I'll probably buy a Henry bar.
Really?
With some sugar.
Speaking of snacks, there's a few snacks on our prize table. If you purchase yourself a roller derby scavenger hunt card or 3, you have a good chance of having a pick. One line of your roller derby card will get you a small prize, and our small prizes aren't small.
They're so awesome.
They're incredible. And a full blackout card will get you your choice of one of our big prizes. It's kind of like going to the fair. Like if you play that whack-a-mole and you win, you can pick from a certain prize category.
Yeah.
And actually, roller derby is a bit like whack-a-mole anyway.
Roller derby is like a box of chocolates. It's sweet and delicious, and I want it every day. And Tom Hanks is involved.
Run, Forrest, run.
Okay, Forrest,
No, I was sitting in a weird way. I do that, like, I love sitting and then you're like, just like pressing that one muscle and it feels really good and then you forget and then you get a blood pressure and it's like, that's what you're saying. Are you getting some
I had both cameras exiting the pack in quick succession, chasing each other down. I feel like there's a little rivalry between these two.
track's short, so I don't even have to leave the cameras.
I could be wrong. I'll confirm it later. Some sneaky little blocking there on the outside to send Vomit Comet a little bit out, but they get by anyway.
You have to wait longer to catch you. Exactly. Yeah. That's kind of like, no, I won't lose. I got this.
And these two are just skating.
Did I show you that work on the earlier?
Shakespeare caught up a little bit in his black blockers. Some dynamic blocking there from Team White. And the end of the down seas. I'm at 4.
high scoring down there.
There's only 10 points separating these teams. 5.5 minutes left. You never know what might happen. Don't take your eyes off the play unless you're going to get yourself a snack or purchase some wonderful gifts from our members. And that was a big rule after they hit from the pack with some speed to come around. The faster they can get out of the pack and then skate around, the faster they have a chance to score another point. So taking their time in between passes will lessen their opportunity to score points. So a speedy lap improves that. Looks like we need a little yield. Feature making their way around the track again. And the down end and 1, 3, 4 essential. 66 to 54 with only 4 minutes left. That's not very many hands, folks. Make sure you're cheering on your favorite skater. Does anybody bring signs for their favorite skater? That used to be a thing. There's always lots of signs. I might be shaming you. I might be audience shaming.
Oh, I think it's, yeah.
Sorry about that. Like, do you even love your skaters? Nobody ever made a sign for me, so I'm deflecting.
I had a sign made for me one time when a man who had a crush on me came to see the game, and it said, "Funk that up," because my name is Stefan Crash.
That's good. We should have a contest next time for the best fan sign. Yeah, let's do that.
That's actually a good idea.
Okay, all you kids, make sure you tell your parents that you want them to make you an awesome and very pun-worthy sign, and we'll have a contest. We'll give you something awesome, like a piece of retired merchandise. We're cleaning up the closet, friends. But who doesn't want that? Some great signs. Hey, fun fact, some of these roller derby names are also chased up with some interesting roller derby numbers. Where some of the numbers mean something to these skaters. So maybe somebody with an interesting number on their jersey, adult skaters or kids, parents or kids that know an interesting story about their jersey numbers, could waltz on over here and tell us a funny story to share.
I have one.
Oh, tell us.
My jersey number is 17, and that's because Harry Styles has a tattoo of 17. I'm not even that big of a Harry Styles fan, I just like that tattoo. Any Harry Styles fans in the house?
I love this. These kids are so talented. They can listen to what we're singing, which is scary, actually.
Yeah.
Don't listen to us.
It's because they're on TikTok.
They can cheer for Harry Styles and still block. I'm so intimidated right now.
That's awesome.
My number is 21 because my name is related to Sid Vicious, and he was 21 when he died. Morbid.
I will find someone. The camera's like a last minute edition. Yeah. So, well, just sending it there. Yeah. Yeah, you get most of the track. Yeah.
Okay, Fatal Fantasy just gave us a story, but I want to make sure I get it right, so I'm going to let her tell it. Okay, she won't. So, Fatal Fantasy number was 999. She's doing a little fact checking to make sure that I tell the story right, so we'll get back to you.
While we wait, we can watch some awesome later. We can have like a fun attack.
It's something to do with gaming. I'm just going to go with that. Gamer. Shopping. Roller derby player and gamer. I'm loving this dynamic blocking from the white blockers right now. Just one facing backwards, one facing forward. You do not have to be facing any particular direction to block. So you can use your body in all sorts of ways to stop those jammers. And you know, blockers don't just block jammers. Did you know that?
I did.
They block each other as well.
So talented.
Keep your eye out for that. You know, it's not as obvious in a game where there's only 2 blockers on the track every time for the team, but check it out in the adult game. Blockers blocking blockers happens all the time.
It's especially common when the other jammer is like quite a far way behind. so they have some time to mess with the other blockers, and it can be very effective. Oh, a little slide around from Shakespeare there. They went, oh, let me just sneak right past Jeff.
Creature right behind.
About 30 seconds left, both in the jam and in the game.
And you're going to watch a little open here by the black team to get their jammer through. Vomit and T working together to get in front of that skater.